Learning algebra seemed like playing computer games. At first, it was hard to understand, but along the way, you will learn some tricks that can enhance your skill. Algebra creates mathematical models of real-world situations. We often use letters as a model. Students will learn multiplying integers. They will also understand multiplying integer is the same as adding the same number repeatedly. Multiplication rule. Rule number 1. The product of a negative integer and a positive integer is a negative integer. Rule number 2. The product of two positive integers or two negative integers is a positive integer. That means, if you multiply two of the same sign numbers, the product is always positive. So, before proceeding to our topic, we will have a short recap about some important vocabulary words of algebra that we will use for our tutorial today. First, algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is one or more algebraic terms in a phrase. It can include variables, constants, and operating symbols, such as plus and minus signs. It's only a phrase, not the whole sentence, so it doesn't include an equal sign. For example, 3x squared plus 2y plus 7xy plus 5. In an algebraic expression, terms are the elements separated by the plus or minus sign. This example has four terms: 3x, 2, 2y, 7xy, 5. Terms may consist of variables and coefficients, or constants. So, next are variables and coefficients. In algebraic expression, letters represent variables. These letters are actually numbers in disguise. In this expression, the variables are x and y. We call these letters variables because the numbers they represent can vary. That is, we can substitute one or more numbers for these letters in the expression. While coefficients are the number part of the terms with variables. In 3x2 plus 2y plus 7xy plus 5, the coefficient of the first term is 3. The coefficient of the second term is 2. And the coefficient of the third term is 7. If a term consists of only variable, its coefficient is 1. Lastly are constants, the terms in the algebraic expression that contain only numbers. That is, they are the terms without variables. We call them constants because their value never changes, since there are no variables in the term that can change its value. In the expression 7x2 plus 3xy plus 8, the constant term is 8. So, what is a polynomial? It is an algebraic expression which has one or more terms such as variables and coefficients that involves only the operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and non-negative integer exponents of variables. The terms were separated by the operations. For example, x cubed. It is a monomial because it only has one term. 5y minus 3, binomial because it has two terms. X squared minus 4x minus 9, a trinomial because it has three terms. Y cubed plus 6 minus 9y plus 8. It is a multinomial because it has more than three terms. How about the exponents? Exponents are a way to identify numbers that are being multiplied by themselves. They are often called powers. We can multiply two quantities with exponents if they have the same base. To multiply two quantities with the same base, multiply their coefficients and add their exponents. Multiplying quantities with exponents. We can multiply two quantities with exponents if they have the same base. To multiply two quantities with the same base, multiply their coefficients and add their exponents. And taking a power of a power. Sometimes, the base will include an exponent. If this is the case, multiply the exponent in the base by the exponent which acts on the base. Writing quantities with a common base. We cannot multiply quantities if they do not have the same base. However, we can often use the power of a power rule to write two quantities as quantities with a common base, if the two bases are powers of a common.
Created using Powtoon.